We're just chilling, waiting for the Mbuemo announcement. You know that one. It's been a month. It's been a month, friends. But we're waiting. But how are you, man? How are you? How's life?
I'm good. I'm good. Can't complain, bro. That's what I mean. The sun's out.
Yeah.
Had a good boxing session this morning. So
Come on.
yeah, bro, I'm good, man. Man's feeling good. Man's relaxed. And yeah, bro, we're just waiting for shit to happen. You get,
bro. Bro, they said the medical this week. You know, I'm onto that Ben Jacobs. You know, because he's had a good little year so far in the transfer window. Got some things right, but bro, he's on fraud watch this week, man. If I don't see no medical this week, then he was chatting rubbish. You know that one. So
I hear it.
Man, it's one of them, man. It's a waiting game, bro. Like I get it, yeah. Financial year, you know what I mean. The books reset, everything like that, yeah. But boy, come on, man. Like surely you get this over the line, man. You know what I mean? Especially when a player's told you, I want to come to you lot. Like there ain't no competition. Competition's out the window. You know what I mean? Everyone was out. It's just literally exclusive to Man United, bro. That's all it was. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I get it, yeah. You know, in the past we've been cooked in it with the transfers in it. But this one here, it's a case of Brentford have made their stance. This is what they want. This is what they're asking for. You know what I mean? I don't think for me personally it takes this long to sort it out. But then again, it is nitty-gritty in it now. It's all about, I think more so now, it's not about the transfer fee. It's more what's paid up front.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's the structure of the deal. It's not the fee.
Yeah.
Like we've agreed to pay them what they want, but they want more achievable add-ons. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. They're saying that they want to walk away from the deal with a minimum of a certain amount. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. So because of that, I understand why it's taking so long, but also we have to give United credit here for not just caving and just saying, oh, Tottenham offered 70, just give them 70. Nah, bro, like you're still Brentford, innit? So we're gonna negotiate and we're gonna get favorable terms for us. We're not just gonna give you an extra 10 million because you want it, bro. Like allow it. Do you know what I'm saying? So like I'm cool. Like when you know that the player wants to play for you, there's no competition anymore because we've blown them out the water. Do you know what I mean? Because he's come out and said he don't want to go nowhere else. So now Brentford have to do business with us. They ain't got a choice. So
I don't know, bro. To be honest with you, he's come out and listen. He might be lying in it, but he's come out saying, "Yo, Mbuemo's happy to also stay as well." You know what I mean?
No, but Mbuemo's not saying that. The guy can say
no. He's the guy. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's making us
say what he wants. Mbuemo hasn't said that. Do you know what I mean? No. Mbuemo wants to leave. And not only does he want to leave, he wants to play for Manchester United. It's not a thing where he just wants to go anywhere. He wants to play for us. He could have gone to Tottenham. Tottenham were offering more money than us.
So now, you know what it is for me? I hear the whole, you know what I mean, you're Brentford and that, but to be honest with you, they've made a stance in it. They've said, yo, listen, this is what we're after. You know what I mean? If you know the price is what's been set and Brentford haven't budged and you've waited 4 weeks, would you not look at this and be like, hold on a minute? You've knew the price. Yeah, cool, the add-ons and whatnot. They're the ones that are stopping the deal. But the actual price of where we're at right now, if we haven't come to that agreement, it looks like Man United have kind of wasted 4 weeks for no reason. Because it's
I don't think so. I don't.
You don't think so like that? If they knew the price, if they knew
but it's not about. But Saeed, it's not about the price. It's about how we're structuring the deal. One thing about Ineos here that people need to give them credit for is how the deals have been structured for incomings and outgoings. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going to make a lot of money on outgoings because they've structured deals in a way that we're getting sell-ons, we're getting all of these things done. And I think we have to have the same patience when we're doing deals to get players in, bro. We want to pay less upfront. We want to stagger payments because it means that we can do more business quicker with PSR in place. Do you know what I mean? The less you actually pay up front and the more years you amortize the deals over, it means that you can bring in more players quickly. And it looks like they want to bring in 5 or 6 in a window. And if you want to bring in 5 or 6 in a window and we don't have the ability, the spending power that Chelsea and City have, or even Liverpool, because Liverpool missed a few windows, didn't really spend any money. So because we don't have that spending power, like apparently we can only spend about 250 million. So if we can only spend about 250 million and we're buying players for 60 and stuff, then we have to try and be smart and only
No, I
pay
agree.
5 up front. Do you know what I mean? Or we blow all our money and then we're relying on sales. And what happens if we don't get the sales and we can only get loans? Then all of a sudden we're fucked. Do you know what I mean? So we have to protect ourselves as well.
I don't think we're overpaying for Mbuemo though. When you look at the market right now, I actually don't think 60 million is overpaying for Mbuemo anyway.
No way.
So I don't think that, you know what I mean, if United were thinking they were getting moved to and Brentford were trying to do whatever, I don't think they are. Like, look at Pedro, he's gone for 55 million. Gittins has gone for 55 million.
Pedro's gone for 55.
Yeah.
My man, bro, they turned down 45 for Elanga. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're going to want at least 55 for Elanga. And if Elanga's worth 55, then Mbuemo's worth 80. You know them ones. Like, this is the reality. Like, when we're looking at what we're paying, it's still a very reasonable price, bro.
No, I agree. That's why I'm not one of them United fans that are saying walk away from the deal. Because I don't think, for me, you get a better player for the price right now that's shown in the Premier League he can do what he can do. Scored 20 goals last season. Been very effective for Brentford over the years. Like, I don't think you can go away like that. There isn't many options, and B, it's not as, for me, like, as secured as what you're gonna get with Mbuemo right now.
But this is why Brentford are doing the right thing and Man United are doing the right thing. Because think about it. Brentford may never get another player that they can sell for 60 million again, bro. Do you know what I mean? They lost Ivan Toney on the cheap. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't do it correctly. And in the end, Saudi paid how much? Like 40 odd or something. They didn't.
Yeah, around about 35 million. Yeah,
35. Like, but you see what I'm saying? And Ivan Toney was worth way more than that, but they let the contract run down. So now they've lost their manager on the cheap. I think he only went for like 10 million. They lost Norgard on the cheap. They have to rinse this Mbuemo thing. They have to, because it's their last opportunity to kind of rebuild this squad after losing the manager. So they have to give the new manager some money.
They're also looking at the market as well. They realize we spent money on Cunha. You know what I mean? And they're looking for similar amount of money. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying they're similar players, because I feel like Cunha's a bit more talented. But with Mbuemo, he's gonna get you more goals and he's gonna be a bit more efficient. You feel me? So they're looking at it from their point of view. This is why I'm not going mad at Brentford. There's a lot of people that are going mad at Brentford saying, "Oh, they're doing what they're supposed to do." Yeah, but United are doing what they're meant to do. The only thing is, for me, it's like, we need to move on. You know what I mean? We ain't got no time, Rants. You know what I'm saying? If he's taking you, okay, cool. You could be very, very, you know, you want to be a good negotiator, is cool. You want to do things right, cool. But time isn't in our side, Rants. We got 6 weeks left to the season. Ideally, I would like that season.
Saeed, I'm not worried. You know the reason why I'm not worried is because we all know here that deals can be done like that. Like, even with think about it. Look at Ugarte deal. Ugarte deal dragged. We knew we were getting Ugarte like 6 weeks before it happened. Mazraoui and De Ligt was the same. We knew we were getting Mazraoui and De Ligt. We had to wait a month for them because we had to wait for money to come in. But the deal was done. Like, the actual structure of the deal was done, but when we handed the money over, it took a bit longer, bro. I believe Man United have other deals already lined up. And
see, that's what I'm saying. I lie to you.
I think they have.
I think differently. I'm the opposite. I think once Cunha and Mbuemo come in, a lot of it's going to be down to sales, and a lot of it, for me, I'm not gonna lie, there's not as concrete kind of signings that we're after. It's more a case of we're kind of almost inquiring at the minute. You feel me? They ain't like, you know, this is our person we want to get. We're gonna go and get him. Whereas I think with Cunha and Mbuemo, they know who they're gonna get. I feel like after that, I feel like Man United are kind of a bit lost as to where to go.
I don't think we're lost. I believe we've got a list, Saeed, and it depends on not necessarily the funds, because the funds will be there, but it depends on how much the player wants to play for us. Like, for instance, like Gyökeres, the Gyökeres situation, I believe that the manager wants Gyökeres, but I believe that the club aren't really sold on him for the price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I think it's a bit like this. I still think there's a possibility he ends up at Man United, but that's only if we like the price that he's available for. Or I could see him end up at Juventus. I could really see that. So when I'm looking at Gyökeres thing, it's like that. And I also believe that these links with Ollie Watkins now are a middle finger to Sporting, because they're fucking about.
But you need to do that though.
But you need to do that. Remember, it was Ekitike before, and now it looks like Ekitike it's gone quiet. They're saying that he might be negotiating with Liverpool, but again, that's gone quiet. I believe all these things are to let Sporting know that we're not waiting on them. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're not set on Gyökeres. We're not set on him. It's clear. We're set on Mbuemo. We were set on Cunha. We're not set on Gyökeres. Like, there's definitely people at the club that ain't fussed if we get him or not. That's why we're negotiating, or at least we're inquiring about other players. I believe in midfield it's the same. I believe there's a multitude of targets. Ricard Rios now we're getting linked with very strongly. I'm a big fan of him as a footballer. So if we get him, amazing, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But then there's links with Douglas Luiz, there's links with Polina, which have gone quiet. But I don't think there's one concrete midfielder that they've all agreed that we must get. So I think it could be anyone. Do you get it? That's what it is. I don't think they're set on these players, but I believe that players from these positions do come in.